to take out these two fir trees right here. It's nice to do the groundwork every once in a while, and here's a stick that we're left with, and I'm gonna fall it right onto those two logs. They offered us popsicles. How could we say no? It's smoking hot out here. Anybody see the temperature? Is it 95 or something right now? 7 a.m. It's supposed to be hot today, like 96. And for us tree workers, us laborers up in the Pacific Northwest, 96 is hot. For you guys around the rest of the United States, that might be kind of normal for the summer, but for us up here, that's hot. So we started extra early this morning to take out these two fir trees right here. Eric Davis, he's gonna climb up them, limb them out, and me and Jake on the ground will drag the limbs all the way back over here to the chipper right out front right here. If it gets too hot for him, I'll switch out with him and climb too. But all the wood's staying here. We're gonna cut it up into 14 inches. And it's just gonna come out here. We're just gonna leave it out here in the yard. The neighbor's got 30 minutes and it's gonna get loud in this neighborhood. Buckets. I gave Eric the option. He said you could do the groundwork or you can climb today, and he chose to climb, so I'll pull branches. It is easier being in the tree because I'm just chilling in my climb line, but it's nice to do the groundwork every once in a while and kind of manage what's going on the ground, manage my equipment, talk to people if I need to. When you're gonna stage branches like this, don't overlap the branches basically, because when you go to chip them, you're gonna be pulling your guts out trying to get them all to separate. So obviously all the butt ends are towards the chipper, and they're not overlapping with the ones forward of them. Like these will go right in because it's automatic auto feeder, and then we'll just have like piles here to grab and just put right in. It'll go really fast. Another thing about groundwork is it's like in the morning or in the beginning of the job, you kind of work harder than the climber because you're pulling the branches, but when he starts chunking wood, it's going to be a lot more laborious for him than us at that point, because we'll be all cleaned up, kind of just watching him chunk. He's going to be working, so we switch roles. Big one. That was gonna wreck something coming down if it didn't land perfectly. There's probably an argument to be made here that rigging them down actually creates less garbage on the ground too. Like it doesn't explode when it hits the ground, so it's a little faster for us to clean up because it doesn't, like I said, blow up when it hits the ground and spread stuff everywhere. That sucker's heavy. He's over a limb up there, and it comes down and it goes around the base of the tree, so there's a ton of friction in the system. I'll let it chill out a little bit and now it can come down. That's effortless. It's very simple. I mean, I have a Porter wrap and a Stein, multiple Steins and different lowering devices, but it's just not necessary right now. It's just this works. It's simple. Keep doing it. I'm real happy with this chip truck that I recently bought here, in the last, what did I get this thing back in November, and it's July right now. I had the cabin chassis ordered through Dodge. It's a Cummins 5500. And then I had the box from another company, not Arbor, whatever. It's the other popular one. I'll have to look it up and maybe post on the video, but it's like a 11 or 12 foot box, maybe 12 feet by 8 or something, but huge, tons of capacity. I can fit a lot of tree in here. It's worked out really well. I'm really happy with it. Like easily both these trees will fit in here, no problem. It's got the boxes and everything. Big upgrade from what I used to have. If you go back on some of my older videos, you can see I used to have a F350 with a custom made dumper box on it, and I had like a BC1000 Vermeer chipper. Worked really well for what I needed in the beginning in the startup. But yeah, happy with that box. Uh-oh, somebody wants a card. We're gonna do a chip session number 3. This is making life way easier. Let me know and I'll push it. Push real good. The pine cones are just raining down. Yeah, mortar strike, exactly. Chip session numero 4. There's Eric from the street view. Eric's about to send his top up there. Just be ready to push it if you need to. He said the weight's kind of goofy on this one. Kind of cut through it a little bit, and if you see it sitting back, well then you know what it's going to do. But it is kind of weighted out towards the neighbor's fence. So you're going to want to keep a thick hinge. There it is. Nailed it. He didn't break any branches off of it. You just said what's up to it. You just gave it a high five. Yeah, it was weighted out here, so it, you know, yeah, that's why it kind of faded this way a hair, but no broken branches. Good job. Let's see the hinge. Let's see his hinge. Let's rate his hinge. People love to see that. Let's see how he did. Here comes the proof right here. Oh, okay. Not bad. I'll give it a B, a solid B. I'll take it. He said I'll take it. Push. Nice. It's in there. I sent him up some rigging and a pulley so that we can rig off the stem that he's on right now. He'll rappel down and we'll rig out everything out on the right side off the left, probably including the top and maybe the stem link too. So unfortunately, Eric's rig line made its way back up to the top of the pulley, the Omni block, back up this left stem. So instead of him going back up there to get it, he's just gonna keep limbing up this side, just hand tossing what he can. And then once it gets to the top, we can top it, and then he'll start rigging down the stem wood or the branches that are left over. I feel like that's the best way to do it versus having him going all the way back up to the top. I offered to let him take the Raptor up, but he's still not biting on it. One day. He's up there fighting them branches. Well, me and Jake are hanging out in the shade spots while we can. We got a slight breeze, which feels really nice. Still smoking hot though. Oh. I got the Stein all set up down here, so are you ready to do a top? The way this works, it goes through here, around the back, and I just put wraps on it. Okay, I'm ready. Nice. There goes the shrapnels. Good sized top. This Stein, this piece right here, all this does is hold the Stein oriented up. It doesn't hold any weight when this when we're rigging stuff down. All this does is, like I said, just holds it up. So I had this piece cut off completely because it actually was, right now it's oriented this way. It was this way, so I had it cut off and turned and re-welded so that I can use it with this hook sling right here. And it doesn't sit like, because before it was sitting sideways, now it sits like it's supposed to. So I'm not sure whoever else uses this device what they use, but that's how I'm using it. Just modified it here, cut it off, and had it re-welded by a professional welder. So much. Half a wrap is so much. It still worked, but I definitely did not wrap that correctly.
What the heck?
Oh, I thought the camera was on my
What
hand.
the heck?
Look how I did that.
What the heck is that?
That is not the way you use a Stein. But it still worked. So before, what I did wrong was I just went around the back first. You always have to go through this opening here first and then go around the back and then put your wraps on. This is actually like my solid first time using this device because I'm always climbing and I'm always in the tree. Real Husky cuts, but you know the DeWalt would cut right now too. You did a good job today. You earned your keep. Let's see if the 261 can do its job. There you go. Yeah, that probably weighs. That probably doesn't weigh more than a couple 100 pounds max. Eric's worried for you guys on the video. He's worried about the rig point up there since he's probably on a 6-inch piece of wood up there that we're rigging off of. So we don't want to go too heavy and sacrifice, you know, make a mistake with that rig point up top, break something, because his tie-in point's with the rigging up there. That top stem didn't even move. I was looking up at it. I mean, just do whatever you're comfortable with because it's your life on the line. Literally. So he's gonna go back up the tall stem and start firewooding it out, bringing it lower and lower and lower. And then once we're all on some solid, thicker wood, we'll rig down the rest of this other one. Either way, they're both coming down and it's not gonna take any extra time because he's gonna go up there and start cutting that one down. If he was to go up and just move the rigging down and then do the rest of this one, that would be wasteful, but because he's gonna firewood it out, it makes no difference. That was big. It landed perfectly though. I'd go half that though moving forward.
I know, that was just above my tie and I wanted to
Oh man, I saw him struggling with that and I was like, oh gosh. He got it in the drop zone, perfect. And we have a dead center hit. Good job. There he goes, a little traverse action up there. Now he's just having fun. Now he's just playing. Hey, can we get serious around here? It's hot, guys. It is hot out here. We're trying to sit in the shade. There's a little breeze right now, so we're trying to just soak that up. There's Jake, right there. He found some shade in the little chair. You gotta rig down this right side and then chunk out the rest of the left. We're pretty much cleaned up for the most part. Just getting through the wood. Go a little bigger this time since we got a better rig point. Come on out of there, come on out of there. Let me look at the wraps that I had because that did not want to run at all. That's the full one, that's two wraps. Or close to it. It's like hanging right over the top of me. Okay, here it comes.
So up there? Yeah, fucker's heavy.
I came all the way back.
So, just drop it.
Okay. So next time what I'll do is I'll take another half off. That would be perfect. Oh, that's better. That's way better. I think if I was to modify this setup a little bit more, it would be to run a carabiner through here and then through the Stein, because with the heavy pieces, this Stein's lifted up high enough where it's unhooked itself here. So still ironing this thing out. I'm gonna let it down. Yeah, you're fine, dude.
Those things are so heavy.
Yeah, they're heavy and it's hot. And all of the above. 14s. Here's what's left. Here's a stick that we're left with, and I'm gonna fall it right onto those two logs. Let's see how close it is to the building, to the house. I got a little bit of extra room there, but you see where my camera's at, so I have an idea of where I think it's gonna go. Let's find out. Yeah, I didn't want to hit the camera. I moved it. I had set it up originally right in the center, and I moved it just to the right a little bit. We had to take a little break here. Yeah.
Yeah.
They offered us popsicles. How could we say no? It's smoking hot out here. Anybody see the temperature? Was it 95 or something right now?
92 last time I checked. It's probably gone up.
Hot. That thing's kicking your butt. I had to take.
Fight over the shade.
I had to take a little shade sitting session. All right, that's all I needed.
Oops. That one's close.
1, 2, 3.
Success!
That is a tripping hazard. Ah, anybody have energy to cut wood up? Ay, 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 ay. Woo! I was gonna say, why isn't that breaking yet? Bring in the finisher. That's all she wrote, boys. We're out.
Why you laid dunnage down?
We were right over the top of this sprinkler head right here.
That's dunnage right there.
That worked.
doing
That
its
was
job.
literally perfectly right over the top of it.
Yeah. I take that as the day victory.
Oh yeah! Getting a little blow from Jay! Look at him in his eyes when he does this to me.